Evening after one. What? Good evening after one. That's good evening after one. I'm just gonna stop. I'm not even gonna say hello anymore. Fuck you guys. Hello. Welcome to one of the Gaia's analysis streams. It's been a while. I've been very busy, so I've not had the time to get to this, but I will now. So today we'll be reviewing some Massive Damage versus Brutal Fissure games from last week. I'll be front-loading the most important games in my eyes, which were very interesting to see. And after those, because they're pretty long, two pretty long Sanctum Falls games, so we'll see how long I take and if I do another one after those, because I think the other three are less interesting. So I have my trusty pen tool. I'll sketch out the situation a little bit before we get into it, but yeah, interesting games. So the first game we're going to be watching is a game Massive Damage lost, actually, spoilers, and mainly because they didn't manage to adapt fast enough to the strategy that Brutal Fissure was using against them, which was very smart. I thought they played it really well, and you'll see team compositions and stuff in a second with the purpose of it. And then the second game is also a second Sanctum Falls games, the game that I'm going to show. Let me set that up, by the way, in the background. It's game 4, it's game 2. I need this one first. Let's see. Yes, so, and the second one is Brutal Fissure using the same strategy, but completely messing it up, and losing the game really hard. So, yeah, let's get into the team compositions for the first game. I'll get over here. Oh, not to that one. Good shit. So, I will be drawing on the map, so watch that. I will be pausing and starting the game. I should also look at my Twitch dashboard to see if someone's in chat. Right now I don't think so, but there we go. But alright, here we go. Team compositions first. Massive Damage is trialing Cloudy, so that's the first first thing that should be noted. So they are currently not having like a full scheduled roster, so they're basically playing around this VoD, because Cloudy plays a lot of VoD, basically support heroes. So Massive Damage has been running a bit of VoD because they are trialing Cloudy. So they have VoD and Wu, Paco, VoD and HK. So of course the Wu Paco combo is pretty nasty. Like, you can either snowball people with Paco from like a very long range, then get like a free pull. Do it like the other way, you get like a pull and then a free snowball. It's a really long CC chain with the two of these two characters combined. So that's really good about this composition. So, and they have the HK and VoD for kind of the long damage for the like the sniping parts and the poking parts. So they do have sufficient poke. They have the VoD to negate poke from the enemy team, because Brutal Fissure has a really heavy poke potential with the HK and Amani, which is probably like the heaviest range damage you can run in two heroes, basically. And then they also have a Beckett, so they have a very range damage heavy composition here. Then they have a Brutal Fissure running the Ashling, and Ashling serves a very specific purpose in this team composition on Sanctum Falls. We'll get to that in a minute, but Ashling is not a common pick, so she has a very specific reason of why she's here. And of course they have the Margrave, which mainly serves to provide peel and protection for the range in this composition. They generally are not going to be engaging all that much, even though they have a lot of damage and potential to do so. But that's not that game plan. We'll get into the game plan. Maybe it opens up. I think it shows in like the first push already, but we'll see. So again, I've only watched these games one time, very casually, so I didn't really pay attention. So we'll see what I get out of it right now. So I will pause the game a lot again. I will sometimes just rewind and like listen to comms, because that's important, because it's my job of kind of looking at this. But yeah, let's see at this. Let's see how the opening for massive damage is and the creature setup. So that's Bloomer B. So yeah, Bloomer B is useful because it puts like where's that again? I believe the thing. I believe the health orb is right up on that rock, if I'm not mistaken. Like I could be wrong here, but it puts a health orb like basically in this area around the sea point. I'm not exactly sure where, but and then Cerberus on C, Cyclops on A, like fairly standard stuff. And we'll see that massive damage will go for pressure on D. And Brutal Fissure actually has not summoned E yet at this point. So generally the Wu is really good on Sanctum Falls, because Wu has the potential of kind of breaking the stalemate you see often on this map by just pulling someone. So kind of a big fight is breaking out here. And Mythic kind of overextends a bit. Like, I'm not sure why they're not focusing Raichu right now, because he's incredibly overextended. Like, look at that. Like, Arada was in the backline probably. Like, look at how far up Raichu is. Like, I think definitely Brutal Fissure should have been in here sooner, especially with the VoD and so overextended. And then Mythic just goes too far and dies for free basically. Gets picked off by the range. Like, they're not playing. They're trying to get control over D, because Brutal Fissure definitely has the range advantage over there, so they would benefit from controlling River. Although they're gonna switch it up, which is what I think was the plan. But seeing this first push, it makes me doubt if it's actually like the specific game plan they prepared. Also from the next game, but well, I'll bring up that comparison later. So yeah, here's it's brutal or massive damage kind of standard bridge hold with Wu Bako. So kind of standard stuff, just looking for a pull into the snowball. I'm not sure what happened there. I believe, why did Larson get hit by the snowball? Oh, I believe Led just missed the snowball. That was an unfortunate miss. Last time would have probably been dead there had that snowball hit. So yeah, here's the thing. This is what's smart about Brutal Fissure's composition. So we see like I believe it's a Beckett. It's Beckett here. Is it just Beckett? Like, I can't see. No, Margrave is here as well. So Margrave and Beckett are here with four people from massive damage, or all of them even. Like all 5 members of massive damage. And they completely forget or don't think about where the rest of Brutal Fissure is in this point. Like, they don't think of the possibilities. Like, at this point they should have gone like, there are only 2 people here. Where's the rest? Watch C, someone. Because they're all focused and like tunneling on this point. So what Brutal Fissure does here is very smart. They use Ashling. They don't even have to in this case, because there's no one from Massive Damage to contest, but normally what you can do with Ashling, Kador drops the shield on creatures. So you can just send out Kador and drop the shield like from a really safe distance with your Romani and HK. But yeah, definitely the play was here to go for F, 100%. Was to just rush F. Because now what they do now is just react to Brutal Fissure's move, but it's already too late. Like, they already did the damage to it, to like the creature, and they're gonna do this again. Like, they lost a lot of that free damage on the creature while they could have taken F there, because Massive Damage had the numbers advantage there, so that was like a free F plus orb. 100%. Like, unless Brutal Fissure would have been really fast on the back rotation, but I would have doubted that, so they would have at least, I think they would have at least killed the creature in time. Although, maybe. I'm not so sure. Like, Massive Damage kind of lacks damage. But they'll at least, like, force Brutal Fissure to make the rotation back and not take out the creature, but kind of did that as well now. So yeah, again, Massive Damage all out in river. Brutal Fissure just sets up with Cater and Ashling, kills the creature and gets a push off of this. So this was like incredibly sloppy. They just let them do that again. I believe they tunnel on the Margrave, like failing his jump over the thing. Like everyone's chasing. So Cloudy's in a really weird position here. I should be watching his positioning because it's trial. So Cloud, that was a really weird spot. Let's see how he walks. Like, there's no reason for him to go to D right now. Absolutely none. So yeah, that was weird. But yeah, Brutal Fissure gets the push, gets the creature, takes it out. For free actually. Massive Damage didn't actually trade anything back for it. So they do get full shield after picking up Foods right now. But so Massive Damage is doing the correct thing here, probably just going for kills. Like, there might be one on the wound, yeah. One guy's on the wound, it's probably Beckett? Is Beckett on the wound? Yeah, but yeah, that one guy is never gonna take out a full shield wound in his own, so it's probably, this was the correct call to just play really aggressive. Yeah, it probably was Beckett on the wound there. So this forward hold was alright. Now they can trade back a E creature and get like a 30 power lead this push. It's a good decision. It's like they knew no one from Brutal Fissure, or Brutal Fissure didn't have the manpower to go for the wound, so might as well just push them in. So this just Vadasi healing everyone up. Mythic going in on his own. Like, does not have the follow-up ready. Foos is looking the other way, so it's unfortunate. Probably would have had a kill there if he had damage follow-up there. But yeah, this fight is super messy and back and forth. So we kind of see VoD going a little bit melee range. I see Rekju doing this a lot. I'm not sure if not sure if I really like him doing that. Because Brutal Fissure does not seem to capitalize on it, like, at all. Should not have dropped down there either way. I'm not sure if that was intentional. That looks like a mistake, but or that looks like it was unintentional. Like, it took so much damage from that. But yeah, one more time. So yeah, Voden kind of going into melee range. Like, these fights are hard to cast without having full spectate mode. So we see Cloudy getting like pushed around, and Margrave ulted. I believe he dies. Alright, Cloudy dies. And then Rekju dies, but Mythic dies as well. So with that push, Brutal Fissure kind of got their like, they were 30 power behind, but they fought back and they brought it back to 80-80. So it still does mean Massive Damage gets the push on the power tie because they reached 81st, I believe. Did they? No, actually, Brutal Fissure wins the power tie at this moment. It's important to note. So that means Massive Damage pretty much has to look for a kill right now. Like, they don't have much to lose, to be honest. Yeah, that's too bad. They delayed the orb. Brutal Fissure delayed the orb. I think they could have played more aggressive there. Yeah, so in this situation, you have nothing to lose from going in, because enemy team's getting the kill anyways. You're in no position to interrupt their orb, or at least, like, would Wu have had enough time? Yeah, Wu would definitely have had enough time for this. Like it's something of a pattern that Macedon is not really in time with the interrupt calls. It happens multiple times in this scrim set, but yeah, Brute Fissure just interrupts the orb. Do get Larson for it back. Maybe they can get full shield. Like, this is pretty much auto wound if they don't get full shield, so this wound is gone anyways. Like, is it auto? I believe it is, even with 90. Yeah. So I am not sure. I'm not sure if this is worth rotating over to. Like, they do rotate very fast with the Paco. That's kind of what Paco brings like the speed buff, really fast rotation, like horizontally. But I'm not sure. Like, they didn't actually get anything out of that yet, at least. Because it's like a full 5-man rail with Amani, HK, Beckett. It's good. They're gonna melt creatures. It probably would have been more worth it against like Budapest's composition to take control over E, so they can't do the stairs cheese anymore like they've been doing. Like, they can hold in stairs with the Amani. So that way they don't have to force them into like open situations. Really good pull from Rade. Like, Amani just got bursted. 0 counterplay. So British actually have this this point upgraded. But yeah, again, like, Reki goes so deep. I don't actually like it. He goes so deep constantly with this Odin. So they lose 4 people off of that. Didn't actually get anything. Like, they got 1 kill. So let's look at the setup of this entire push, actually. So it started over here when Brutefisher took out the creature, got 20 power. They got an orb on A, sure. Then they killed Amani, and everything just went wrong. Yeah, they're just like, you can see they're ignoring Rakachu, but as soon as they try to look, as soon as they say they make the call, like, oh shit, Rakachu's just in fucking melee range, let's just kill him. He just instantly dies, and then they just get chased out because they have more CC. You got like the Margrave, Ashling, HK, like mortar, jump, and fucking slow here probably. So it's hard to run away from. So yeah, I'm not sure about that push into their upgraded creature. One more thing I want to check. So when was it up? Oh, the upgrade time was right there. They just got it up then. Oh, they were that's what they're stacking for. Yeah, they get that up like super fast here. They were too late on that call. It would have been like, upgrade, go immediately. Like, go for the play immediately, or don't go for the play right here, and take and like get either D or E up. But yeah, we've seen this super messy fight. Just fighting on the enemy's surface majority is not smart. So they get like a massive power deficit and lose another push. That's 3 in a row. See if Brutefisher actually can go for this. So upgrade timing. Upgrade timing is okay, I guess. So Larson takes a lot of damage going in. Probably want to send your Margrave in first if he's actually going. The Margrave is actually not going for it. They just leave the range to do it. Like what are they doing? Like definitely not a reason for the other members for of Brutefisher to be there at all. Like if they're gonna come in that late. So we only had Beckett and HK like straight on the wound, and then Ashling and Margrave. Let's look at the surface range here and see like who's in it when people get in here. So full 5 team runs past C. Only Beckett and HK reached the wound for some reason. Like, did they get held up by the rest of the team? I believe Massive Damage is holding secret here. So the rest of the team just didn't get past until now. They definitely should have retreated, but Brutefisher here. It would have been like... Yeah, they're holding secret, we can't reach it. Let the range just sack for it. Get damage on the wound. Just get out. Like, I'm not sure if they lose more, but it's definitely risky. Yeah, they lose Almighty. It's unfortunate. Shouldn't have been there. So this is where Massive Damage takes over E, finally. I think this would have been a priority against this type of comp, like especially against the Imani. You want to just take D control. So yeah, that's Mythic and Beckett just poking away at the Serb. I think getting pulled in. I messed the fuck up. There we go, just got bursted. Bursted real hard and I had to run away. So yeah, that's Massive Damage with the powered lead. And D up right now with the Cerberus. So yeah, from here on out, like they have the lead right now, don't really have to do anything, can just sit on your creatures and upgrade them. Cloudy should be in this ring right now. Like, what's Cloudy doing there? Like again, like he has no reason to be in this point. Just stand in the circle and help it upgrade. Or is he actually? Or is he actually watching it? Let's listen to comms. Oh, whoops.
I'm putting it.
Okay.
Look out for E.
Like,
They're upgrading.
yeah, Cloudy was looking for E, but I don't think it's necessary to walk over all the way there. Because if they come up the stairs, like you see them in time, if you just look at it. So yeah.
Rating the
Whoops. So we'll get a little bit about upgrading creatures later, I believe in the next game. Like especially on the middle points, if you upgrade a middle point, you kind of force the enemy team to go upgrade that as well. Otherwise, you'll have a huge advantage in like getting pushes. So yeah, Massive Damage actually goes for the upgrade on E right now as well. But they have the Service Majoras on C, so they get full vision of everyone. So we get 2 people from Brutefisher kind of pushing into C again. But Massive Damage goes aware. Racket takes a lot of damage here. Yeah, that pathing was weird. Like, again, they just turn on him as soon as he spot it. And now Massive Damage gets out rotated, and people are on the E as well. They're just kind of chasing Brutefisher around. So Roderick goes down on E. Trade foods back for it though and get the push, luckily. So yeah, but because they had the advantage, like there's a little leeway here just because they had like a 20 power lead. But this could have been played up much more clean. Like Reki could have just probably could have just pathed this way instead of that way and running into two of them. Just in melee range. And probably would have survived until teammates were there. So he kind of died unnecessarily because he's way forward out of the rest of the team as well. Yeah, then a rudder leaves. Wait, what? Why did they show up there? What's that? Was the server's not up yet or something? Wait, that was real weird. Cause like the server's vision gets up, and then it takes like a second for like the others to arrive, like right in this, like right in this area. Watch as the service gets up. Like the service gets up and it takes another second for someone to appear, and then they're right on the creature already, so that's some really unfortunate timing. So Rudder has to run all the way back to go and defend that, like 1v2. Probably takes a that's like Ashling the HK? Probably? Yeah, well, that was Ashling HK on there. So Massive Damage did get the push because of the lead and like the one kill back trade. But yeah, that could have been better. So yeah, pretty spread wound attempt here. Oh, whoops. Iraqi going in, probably second for it. Might have not been needed. There's like two people on there, so Exterminator badge with it, or like a Raider badge worth it. So yeah, Reki would have died here, but I don't think he does. I think he gets really lucky. I kind of jukes the fuck out of Almighty here. Kind of dodges through him a couple times. And uses his ghost. And jumps away. He's really lucky here. Like, he probably would have died. But yeah. Then he got held up. And the rest of Brutafisher's team is just focusing on E. They got 2 kills off of that wound push. Yeah, that's the... Got the bloomer location correctly. Nice. So yeah, Brutafisher take out their Surface Majoris. Actually have a 40 power lead now, but that's a really nice Buckle focus, and that was a really brutal combo, Jesus. So yeah, they take out the Majoras. Get another Power Orb. And then like HK focus plus Buckle focus plus like Snowball. It's pretty nasty. And they get chased out. Like, that's the one thing like Ashling isn't really good at. Ashling is not good at getting chased and getting away. Same for HK. Same for Amani most of the time. Most of the time. So yeah, as soon as you get on this team composition, then they die pretty fast. So yeah, that was pretty much a wipe, but Brutafisher got up fast enough to counter this, so Massive Damage should not stick around too long. Take control over E again. Rodri should have probably left. Or he's getting in position to interrupt the orb, I hope. So is oh, he didn't get it. Oh, I guess it's just they should have covered this. One guy should have gone back to C, definitely. And rather it didn't get into a position because there were like Brutal Fissure was stacking on the F thing. So yeah, maybe that summon was not. The summon was the right timing probably, but they should have sent more people back to C to protect the orb. It's kind of obvious that was going to happen. So yeah, one guy would have been enough to save E. To get up E. Because even if Brutal Fissure would have like charged into E and tried to kill that, they would have never killed it before before the orbs would have gotten up. So now Massive Damage just kind of holding in their stairs area. That's a really good forward hold. They kind of stop Brutal Fissure from entering through secret, which is the only which is one of their weaknesses in their composition. Like they don't have a good way of actually getting to wounds all that much. Like they don't have a super jump to get around, especially on that second wound on Sanctum. That's really difficult to get without like a super jump. When the enemy team is holding that aggressively. She can jump over, you can skip. So Lars on the Bear takes a lot of damage. So there are times where it's alright to go for more aggressive photo jumps, so to say. But yeah, that was just kind of stopping Brutal Fissure, like holding them in their rotation, like their most obvious rotation over to the Clash Arena, which is through E, kind of stopping them with like snowballs and some HK mortars. So for this to get like because the way this works is that if you stand on the high ground here, you have a lot better sightlines on the enemy damage, while you are only blocking like a very small choke point, so you don't really have potential to get that much damage on a lot of your members, while Brutal Fissure kind of got AoE down for a bit. And then you just catch out Larsen with a lot of burst. That's another start of Clash. Macedonia's just holding E. They don't have this upgraded, but do have a Cyclops against the Amani, so that's nice. If it would actually make a wall. So just VoD and pressure on the Amani, like, probably could have coordinated that with a Wu. Did they though? Like, you could have just super jumped Wu in there, I guess. Like, where's Wu going? Now Wu gets in there. Yeah, kind of late. Maybe something was going on behind them. Could really see. Oh yeah, this is really nice. Is this the one though? I don't think it is. I'm confusing it with a different play. So yeah, Rodrigo's really deep. Takes a lot of damage, but gets up with super jump, like well placed. They're just kind of pressuring the ruins to keep Amani from getting control over the Clash, which is what they should be doing. Like, as long as they're not committing too hard, like, that play was kind of aggressive and could have gone, like, really wrong. So I'm not sure if I agree with that. Now you get like two HKs just raining at each other. Massive Damage still has a 10 power lead, so I believe this is where Brutefisher kind of tries to poke out D because that's on Bloomer, so that's really, yeah, there we go. Or B for Massive Damage. So they go over to the altar point, altar to the temple point on D, and then just rush down B. Try and kill that. Rotation was spotted out though. I believe the Bloomer takes quite a bit of damage. So now it would be worth it on trying to push in D. Which is what Massive Dungeon is probably trying to do, but they're already taking a lot of damage. Brutefisher seems to be pushing forward though. And then Rakachu pretty much 1v1s the Bloomer with Larson. This is so awkward for Larson. Even this is all of his shots. Like, not even kidding. Pretty much everything. I guess he switches to pistols to hit a little bit more, but oh my god, like, Reki's not taking damage. Oh, there he hit one cannon shot. Woohoo. So yeah, Reki solos the Bloomer. But yeah, this might have been a bit of a lack in communication, like Reki was soloing the Bloomer. Like, instead they should have pressured F with all of them. Cancelled, because they were up, so they would have won the tie if they cancelled the orb correctly. So again, not correctly cancelling orbs, losing them like the third push this game. Because yeah, they were 90 power up, but they were sitting on B instead of pushing into C or F or whatever. So this wound is gonna have like 2 HP. Honestly, no real reason in trying to defend this other than getting kills off of the back of it. So they still got the Bloomer down, so that's nice. So if they can hold out H now, so that's kind of the thing on this. What you see in competitive is some teams take over a point, they will kind of sit on it for a bit to prevent the team from regaining control, which is a pretty obvious one. But then you have to keep pressuring it. So this is kind of nice. It's getting Almighty really low, kind of having forcing them out. Reki's taking a lot of damage here from the Serp and the Mani. So they killed Almighty there, which is kind of a weird way of walking up. When you're like half HP, you know that people are jumping in here, and you're like kind of trying to summon. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But yeah, holding out that H point prevents Brutefisher from getting the orb that's spawning there, so that's nice. Like, this is a really well played segment for Massive Damage, even though they lose a Rod Ray like in the back, but then the poison bomb snipe kinda cleans it up. Yeah, then Reki just gets railed. I believe Sumi or Sturm is healing up on the Bloomer now, so maybe they overstayed a little bit. Like, yeah, again, I don't see a reason to drop down there. Maybe that was an accident, but you shouldn't have. But alright, 30 power lead, it's fine. It's gonna be 10 after that orb picks up, but... Whoa, basic math. Yeah, this game is just coming down to getting incorrect orb stalls, and then, oh my god. Like, everyone is at the left side of the map while the orb is spawning on the right, so again, not really planning ahead well enough. Like, I'm pretty sure that was a lot of damage on the bloomer. Aggreki overextending once again. It was not needed to go in. Flank here. So he's just basically chasing into the Mountain Cyclops, into the Ashling, into the Beckett. Yeah, and then he's running with no HP, full in the open. Questionable. Even though I didn't really have a choice, he could have like stuck inside the tunnel there instead of going here. Kind of unfortunate. Like if you were to have gone like into this bit, like a tunnel here, Vadasi could have held him up more safely, and he would have at least like stood a chance. But now it just goes in the open and dies. So yeah, this is probably the rest of Massive Damage, also overstaying on D. So Reki needs to get out. Wu and HK are still there. HK is alone. This 45 was not good. So yeah, there was no way that HK was going to do anything about this. Definitely should have called for his teammates to go help him, but this is just where Massive Damage kind of falls apart this point. You kind of just get called out like really randomly. And then Brutal Fissure really sieging well. Like Brutal Fissure has been really good this game about like the bait and switch of, yeah, we're gonna go for this creature. Oh wait, no, we're going for this creature and then killing that. So they've been doing that really well. So basically the Margrave, Beckett have been like doing the baiting, and then Beckett and then the Mani HK and the the Ashling were doing the actual creature killing. But yeah, it's last wound defense, probably not gonna happen. Oh. Just trying to take the Beckett out. Focus by Ashling. And the HK and like Amani. HK and Amani had free reign this game, pretty much. So yeah, I'm not sure if the Wu is really working right now. Like, it's either the Wu or VoD in this comp. Kinda made it not work, because like VoD can't really do enough damage to interrupt quickly. But alas. So yeah, generally just orb stalls, orb cancels was really bad from Massive Damage this game. Really need to work on that. Just generally pre-planning what they're gonna do. That game looked like a game where the game plan and like the the foresight was lacking. So yeah, let's go on to the second game. So a little bit of a switch up. So Rakic is going from Voden to Beckett. Sturm is still on HK. Cloudy is going from Vadasi to Sven. Still have Paco. And they switched Rodere from Wu to Trip. And Brutofish is running the same comp. But you'll see Brutofish are completely shitting the bed this game. On their game plan. They're not sieging. They won't be sieging correctly, if I do remember it. Like, are they exactly? Like, they're about as long games, so we'll see. This is much less well played from Brutofish, at least. Completely shitting the bed is probably an overstatement, but I don't remember the game well. That's how it's kind of stuck in my head. So they don't execute on their strategy just as well as last game. First important adaptation is massive damage, like playing for E instead of D this game. Like, they probably saw that that's where the strength from this composition comes. It's just sitting on the stairs, like raining the money and HK damage on C, and just taking out the creature slowly. And probably make sure that if should massive damage like hard force F, they would at least get C back for it. That they would get out an equal trade, probably faster because of their comp. Yeah, so they would be taking out the creatures faster, so they can make the faster rotation. Back and maybe collapse. Although with this composition, massive damage has insane rotation speed with like the Sven plus Paco. That's pretty absurd. We should get like the super jumps plus speed ups. So yeah, massive damage now holding E, as I said. So the strange thing is Brutofish are not putting any emphasis on like contesting that, but instead going for D, where their composition, like they do have a stronger comp for actually playing River, but they will not be able to take initiative as much, and actually make the proactive things, make the proactive plays, because that's really important on Sanctum is needing a way to kind of break the stalemate. And if you play for D as like a long-range poke composition, you're gonna get a lot of stalemates most of the time. But massive damage does not have the Wu to kind of like break that stalemate. Wu is one of the ways to break it, because you can pull someone off out of hiding, basically. So we've got Ashling and Margrave on here now. I guess probably where we'll see a really slow first push. It probably will not happen all that much. See if I'm correct. So Roderick is like looping around, trying to poke. We're trying to draw the attention of like the HK and the money. So maybe the rest of massive damage can act now, but I don't think they can because of the Cyclops wall. Can maybe drop down there. Maybe catch it. Oh, what the fuck happened actually? Oh, Roderick actually killed Samo. How did that happen? Wow. Or did he go burst build? Maybe he did. Yeah, Sumo just got deleted. Maybe he didn't see Rudder coming. And Rudder's out. Gets out with half HP. Paco's there to support. No problem. That was pretty clean. Like this is a good use of Trip, honestly. Just get behind, get the quick kill, get out, get the 10 power lead. Make sure you get the push on a tie. It's not massive damage, just has to watch for the rotation over to C while they protect E. So again, the 2 men on C. Beck should be able to get away from this and not lose the creature. And Beckett is pretty safe, of course. Like, they are doing some damage, but they should be pulling out the. They should be pulling the Serb. Widow Fissure should be pulling the Serb over to there, so Amani and HK can beam it. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, whoops. So Amani and HK can shoot it through the wall. I'm not sure where they are, because they should still be on the balcony. Yeah. So again, did they rather stall that last orb? I'm not sure how Brutal Fissure didn't get that 80 shield, or whatever. It's pretty inconsistent sometimes. Sometimes you get the shield, sometimes you don't. But they didn't this time, so too bad. Yeah, that's a 60 shield first wound. But I hope you guys see that this start of this game from Brutal Fissure has been way less clean, mainly because of the pressure from Trip this time. Has been really good about taking out their money, like pressuring out, making sure she's not able to play for River. And Massive Damage is also kind of playing for Alter as well, playing for E. Sorry, old point names. So yeah, so it's 2 factors. Just Trip pushing in the money. Whoa, Almighty getting caught off real bad there. Getting blown up. Hope I can get out. Yes, I believe they should. But yeah, Brutal Fissure not placing any emphasis on E is really weird. That's the general assessment. Fooz gets snowball, takes a lot of damage. Actually, he's going to get taken out. Too bad. So we're gonna see a lot of fights over this altar. With this altar point this game. Because Widow Fissure starts to recognize, hey, we actually need to do something about this, because we need this point. Then they're gonna try and fight it, but they will just get AoE down most of the time. So let's see. Yeah, upgrade timing kind at the same time. We'll often see that. Kind of have to keep up. Kind of chase the other team. I believe they're also looking to upgrade E at this point, but not willing to until this Cerberus Majoris is up, which is the right decision. Then Brutal Fissure aggros E again. Who was that right there on stairs for Brutal Fissure? I want to know. So Mani's sitting on secret. Whoops. Like the platform to secret, so they don't have a Mani in like a good position here. Like, this is why playing for E against the Mani is really good, because you kind of deny her a lot of vision, like a lot of sidelines, and make it really easy to get on her. Like Brutal Fissure should not be pushing in this like at all with the lead they have. Just absolutely not. I think Brutal Fissure should be sitting between D and F right now. Like they should be guarding the D orb against getting interrupted, and it should be putting F, like defending F against getting rotated. Instead of between F and E. So I do believe they kind of recognize it now. At least one guy's on D for Brutal Fissure. So Aradir's being real cheeky here, just interrupting it for so massive damage gets shield. So that 20 more shield. Probably like he has nothing to lose, even by dying here, so it will not matter if he dies alone. Like it will be up before the wind goes down, so there's actually no cost to him dying even. But the payment is 20 more power on your shield, on your guardian for the push. So it's a good decision, good call. Yeah, he probably should have just. Yeah, he just died, and he's gonna be up like in time, so no issue with that. So a good focus fire here. Fuse takes a lot of damage. That's a really good grenade. Larsen's getting through though. Then they get the turn on, trip kick into Beckett. Just gets fucked. Like really good 1x1 damage here from massive damage. Just real good focus fire. But yeah, Brutifier kind of lacked in their like they didn't go all at the same time basically. Sometimes you really need to go all at the same time, depending on how the enemy is set up. Let's see. Actually, I might be onto something, but I'm not really sure how to explain it. So yeah, that's just gonna take out the cycles for free, and then rotate over with Paco. Let the Paco speed up. Like Sven should be here to put a super jump down. Up. Oh, where's the quality gone? Probably could have turned it. Could have turned that up way earlier, but. Oh, it doesn't matter all that much. But yeah, so Brutifier trade this back, and then they get called out because massive damage is rather fast at rotating over with the Paco. Then Arado just flanks, takes some attention away, like make sure they stay there. Then Beckett drops the focus in the hall, does a lot of damage. Great Paco focus to hold them up, keep them from actually running away. And then Fuse gets railed in the back, and massive damage get 2 kills for nothing. So equal trade on the creatures, then win 2 kills. Fine. One with me. Even getting another kill on Larsen. So you see, this is kind of where you see the composition from Brutifier kind of falling apart here. If you haven't noticed, like they're not good. They like lose fights. Pretty much if they're not sieging correctly. Because massive damage has the support advantage. They have like the super jump advantage for some rotations. Not that really has come into play yet, but and they have like the assassin to actually pressure, which is kind of the big thing here. So again, Aradirate just interrupts the orb to make sure Brutifier doesn't get shield this time. It's kind of stuck in the backline now. Maybe he should get out. Not sure. Don't remember. Let the super jump up the secret. With the dealing a lot of damage with the reflect shield keeping it out. Then Reki just decides to run past. Leadface kind of stuck in there. But we have Sturm and Beckett. We have like HK and Beckett on the wound now, which is pretty good. Could do a lot of damage to it. Probably take it as well. Yep. Should be free. Oh, rip. Oh no. That was this wound. Rip. Doesn't get taken. That was unfortunate. So yeah, this is the kind of time where you just want to sneak through. Because they were all like aggressively holding. Sturm takes a really good path here. They were all holding secret. There's like at least 3 people here. Like Aisling, Margrave, Imani. So Sturm takes a really good path. Money goes back early. So they do get a lot of damage on that. This probably would have gone down if it weren't for a little bit awkward timing of deaths. So yeah, that HK focus probably that probably was like a tier 2 HK focus. So disgusting. Unfortunate. So yeah, Cloudy Leadfish is just hiding. Because Brutal Fissure is gonna take this opportunity to push E again. And then, like, almost exactly the same thing is gonna happen, if I'm not mistaken. This time, kind of, Mythic gets called off and kind of line of sights his teammates here. Look at this. So he's in this like little alcove thing, and his teammates are back there. And HK is shooting, but he kind of breaks line of sight, or it's really easy for Massive Damage to kind of position themselves so they are out of line of sight of the HK, and then Beckett just drops focus again on this like choke point wherever everyone needs to go by, and they just take so much damage and can just get chased out by Trip and Paco. And Sumel's in a really weird position. It's gonna get taken to destination fucked, I would say. Is he though? Probably not. Too bad. No destination fucked for this. For this money this time. So yeah, they did get the creature again. So let's see. Just looking at the power score now. So yeah, they got 1 kill off the back of the wound, just for the power. Then they take out the creature for 30 power, and then they lose really like 3 people. Or 2. Alright. So Massive Damage got out in time, I believe. Nothing too fancy on the retreat. So yeah, that was a definite I'd say like it was a net like it was a net equal play. Like still 10 power deficit for Massive Damage here, but Rudder kind of gets called out a little bit. Not sure what happened there. That would be that's a really good super jump from Cloudy. It's unfortunate he couldn't take it earlier, but it's really that's pretty nice. Gets a Rudder out of trouble. Like Mythic gives up the chase as soon as Rudder gets the stairs. So Massive Damage decided to upgrade. So this is again because teams kind of have to chase each other with upgrades. It's kind of to force Brutal Fissure to go make an upgrade on D, so that gives Massive Damage some time. Like this is the right decision, just leaving Beckett to summon this, sending the rest over to defend the creature. Because yeah, especially in this situation, because if you look at the power tie, power sense is 80 to 90. So that means they're in the same bracket. They both pick up, they both get the push with only 1 orb. But now Massive Damage has an upgraded creature, which will pick up the orb much faster. So if this actually spawns and picks up the orb before Brutal Fissure gets an upgraded creature, Massive Damage gets the push. They don't lose anyone. That is, at least. It's now the most important part. So now they... Oh, what happened? Oh yeah, they managed to chain CC the Cyclops enough to actually interrupt it. Trip should have been in position for this as well. So again, kind of bringing back the theme of last game. Kind of lose this push. There was no need to lose this push, even though Brutal Fissure is really good at actually keep interrupting the Cyclops there. Except like the Margrave Stun, the Ashling interrupt, like a lot of Amani damage, Mortar. Mortar probably doesn't. Mortar doesn't interrupt, though. Unless he got the push. Unless he got the launch. Is there a launch even? I don't think so. Fuck it. Talking shit. But yeah, they have more ways to actually interrupt the orb cancel them as the damage has. So again, good target selection. Back at first, HK next. Do lose the wound, first wound, nothing really to be done about that. No biggie. Trip can get that. Yeah, so now Azodonch has like the upgraded middle point, so this is going to force Fissure to actually go defend and upgrade this. This is just gonna be a very clean rotation because Fissure's 4 men dead, so it's just going to be massive damage taking out this and then rotating over quickly to E and then protecting that. Because Fissure is going to go for that. 100%. Yep, there we go. They get quite a bit of damage done, but yeah, like again, the same fucking fight. Like Beckett drops the focus, does a shit ton of damage, just focuses out Larson here, kind of snipes him out. I don't see how these shots fucking hit though, but kind of get lucky there. And HK dies as well. Like Fisher just lose their backline. Kamani gets fucking dunked on. I believe that was like a smart grenade. It was a really like quick push. That was super clean. So this was really good predictive play because they like immediately went over to rotate to E after D. Actually, did they? Yeah, they did, kinda. Because this was super obvious, and then we know that Masvidal just outright beats Fisher in this situation. Just again, just the Beckett focus did so much work this game. Like his 3 fights that have been played out kind of the same. Yeah, I believe that's smart grenade. It's like half Amani's HP gone with a like 1 shot of a cannon. So yeah, Raki gets out. Gets to safety. Yeah, this is auto wound 100%, so no reason to actually go for this. They should be setting up clash here. Like what they're doing right now is making sure that Fisher just does not go for this Cyclops again. He takes it out this time. This is like half. So wound goes down. It's just gonna be a case of keeping Amani and HK pressured out. So yeah, HK is pressured out now. Good work by Sturm and Raki. That's just annoying Amani. Make sure she doesn't perch up. Yeah, that's just like Fu's got really low. They don't have a Bloomer here, and then a Radri swoops around and picks him up. Like, let's just trip for you. Really well done. It's probably a little aggressive there. There's no need for this maneuver. Like, what's this going to accomplish? Like, nothing. Like, you're probably not going to kill her under the Guardian. It's 1v1 and everyone just collapses on you while you had none of your team close. Like, a Radri just arrives now. It's kind of weird. Then a Radri dies as well, so yeah, Raki kind of baited a Radri into that move. That was kind of not all that good. So 40-40. Neither team really playing for their spawning orbs right now, because that's fine. But again, now Fisher is using the Ashen correctly because they're putting Cater on the Surplus Majoris on C and just raining it down with the Ashling and with HK and Amani so they can kill it really easily and pretty safely. So that's where ashling is really good, and they use it pretty well there. Should Reki have walked closer? Yeah, I'm almost 100% sure that Reki should have just walked over and flanked instead of playing for cannon here. Like, Beckett is much better at flanking than VoD is, so it's kind of a different hero. Maybe it would have been possible to save the Serb if Reki put more pressure, like in conjunction with the Artillery being there. So maybe. Now Larson gets caught in this weird situation. Gets out though. This push is probably going to Brute Fissure. Yeah. So Beckett does have a focus for wound defense, which is nice. Just Beckett taking a lot of damage there. Kind of weird. Yeah, not sure about that focus. He didn't really have a good moment to like bop his focus here. Like, I guess right now, like probably if he wanted to focus, it would have been like right now and in like this area. Oh, there we go. If that's clear, hope it is. Like basically on the ground, like this piece, this part. Because we get like Kador in here, we get ashling in here, we get Beckett in here, probably maybe Margrave a little bit, so that focus was kind of late. But it did some work, I guess. Oh, Brute Fissure lose 3 people at the back of that, make that 4, I guess. Yep. There's like a red dot in the middle of the screen, it's really annoying. Lose 4 people and disturb Majoris. So at this point it would be, it's pretty much game over. When you have like an 80 to 20 lead in like the last push, but the Fissure needs to pull some fucking miracle to get this back, or to not lose this, or Massive Dungeon needs to fuck up like really hard. So what they're gonna try to do is pressure B, which is like the only thing they can do really. Try to cheese the Cyclops to giving the orb, but then Larson dies. Now Reki does come with it. Nope, it's not that flank play, or is it? Yeah, it's just gonna run up to HK, fucking dunk him. So yeah, that's a 120, really painful push for Brute Fissure. But yeah, I hope you can see why the first game was much better and why Brute Fissure lost the second game. It's because they try to lose fights instead of play the poke war. They pressed really hard for getting E back, but they didn't really get anything out of it. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me, because my throat's kind of hurting. So I'm not gonna do any more. Other games weren't really worth it anyways. So it's this fucking thing is an hour and 40 minutes long. So that's gonna go on the YouTube. You can watch it back if you want to. Love to hear your thoughts on what you think about these games. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Link in Discord, and good night. Bye bye.